Hey kids, welcome to episode 6 of Stuff Dad Makes. Tonight we'll be making spinach pasta, spinach cheesy pasta, whatever. The key ingredient is al dente spinach fettuccine. I've made it with regular fettuccine and garlic fettuccine, various linguines and whatever. This is the stuff, and you can get this stuff on Amazon. So get this to start. Then grape tomatoes, a little bit of onion in olive oil in your pan. Olive oil as well for later. Gorgonzola cheese crumbles. Gorgonzola, that's a stinky cheese. Some fresh basil, chicken breast, garlic, oregano, and dried basil. Dried basil is going to be optional, but you definitely need the garlic and the oregano. Salt and pepper, and this is also optional, grated Parmesean cheese for once you've plated it. And that's it. As you see, I've already chopped my onion, put that in the pan there, and then you're gonna wanna chop your chicken and put that in the pan as well. I find bite-sized pieces, so turn it over upside down like this, and then if it's hand trimmed like this one is, remove any of those pieces that have like a large amount of skin or fat or whatever, because you'll be happy you did when you're eating this later. All right, so you can see it kind of. Some people press it down, tenderize it. I don't. So, bite-sized pieces like that. And throw them right in your olive oil in your pan with your onion. And then we'll check back once I'm done with that. Okay, so I only used 2 of those breasts. You want about a pound of chicken. I bought 3 because they were on sale and it was cheaper that way. So, but 2 of the breasts. So the olive oil and the onion is underneath my chicken right now, and I turn it on high. I'm gonna wait a little bit for it to start to heat up, and then I'll just push it around, make sure I get the olive oil around, the onion around, and move the chicken around. Starting to bubble and cook. So I'm gonna move my chicken around. If you let it cook together, it will like cook to itself, so you want to make sure you're not doing that. Once you get it all nice spread out in your huge pan, cover. It's been a couple minutes covered. As you can see, it's starting to get white on the bottom there, so you're going to want to flip it over. You see there, stuck it together a little bit, but you should be able to just turn and flip, turn and flip. And then the generous helpings of your seasonings. So the garlic from before. Oregano. Basil. Salt. Pepper. Recover. So you got your fresh basil, and all we really want is the leaves. So generally what I do is pull off a stem, cut right at the base of the leaf here. Discard this portion. And then what you're gonna do, now this is not, I'm gonna make more, but once you get it leafed up, you don't need it super fine, and if you crush it, it releases a lot of the flavor onto your cutting board, and since we're not going to be eating or tasting our cutting board, don't do that. Just kind of cut it up like so. Nice, decent size pieces of basil. As you can see over here, I've cut the grape tomatoes in half or in thirds, depending on the size of the tomato, so those will come back into play later. Okay, it's been a few more minutes, and as you can see, we've bubbled and brewed here and reduced it down quite a bit. I've started boiling my salt water for the pasta, and this chicken is ready to go, so I'll leave it in the seasoned juices there, turn off the fire, and cover. So our water is boiling. We're gonna put our pasta in there. This pasta cooks in 3 minutes, so a lot less than pretty much any pasta I've shown you thus far in this series, and also just like wicked fast for pasta. So, right in there. Grab one of your handy make sure it's all submerged in your boiling water. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Pasta's all done. Man, that seemed like no time at all. Once again, use your fancy pot that has the strainer right in it. Try not to pour any of the pasta out like I just did. You're gonna want that. That's part of your dinner, is the pasta. Probably all kinds of good vitamins and minerals right down the drain there from your spinach pasta. All right, now while it's still hot, get it right into that mixing bowl. Got your hot pasta in the bowl. You're gonna hit it with some olive oil. And then the Gorgonzola. Toss it a little bit before we put the cheese in. This is a 6-ounce thing of Gorgonzola. The key here is to kind of smother it with the hot pasta, because that's going to melt your cheese. All right, there's still going to be some big chunks, but that's fine. You've got it well coated. Drop in your fresh basil. All right, once you got your basil all mixed in, then we're gonna plate it. So we're gonna take some of the pasta, plate, chicken, tomato, salt and pepper, grated Parmesan. I'll show you what that looks like when it's done. And there it is, kids. Dad's spinach pasta. Have some.